Antarctica has an active volcano that spits out real gold. When most people think of Antarctica, they imagine a frozen void. A place so cold, so isolated, that nothing really happens there. Just endless ice, blinding white snow, howling wind, and maybe a few penguins struggling to survive. It feels like the last place on Earth where anything alive or active should exist. But buried beneath all that ice is something almost no one expects. There's an active volcano in Antarctica. Yeah, Antarctica. And it's called Mount Erebus. Mount Erebus was first discovered in 1841 by British explorer Sir James Clark Ross during one of the earliest expeditions to the southernmost continent. He named the volcano after his ship, the HMS Erebus. Even in the 1800s, explorers could see smoke rising into the frozen sky, a clear sign that this mountain wasn't dead. And nearly 2 centuries later, it still isn't. Mount Erebus is one of the southernmost active volcanoes on Earth, and it stays active because it sits directly above a geological hotspot, where magma continuously rises from deep within the Earth's mantle. That alone is unusual, because Antarctica isn't just cold. It's the coldest, driest, and windiest continent on the planet. Yet somehow, deep below the ice, molten rock is constantly pushing upward. But Erebus doesn't stop there. Unlike most volcanoes, which erupt and then go dormant for years or even centuries, Mount Erebus contains a permanent lava lake. A lake of molten rock that has been bubbling and glowing for decades, without fully cooling. Let that sink in. Air temperatures far below zero, ice stretching for miles in every direction, and right in the middle of it all, a glowing, churning lake of lava. Scientists study this lava lake closely because it's one of the few persistent lava lakes on Earth, giving rare insight into how volcanoes behave beneath the surface. But then comes the part that sounds almost unreal. Mount Erebus doesn't just release ash and gas. Every single day, it spews microscopic crystals of real metallic gold into the air. Not gold nuggets, not bars, not anything you could easily see. These are tiny particles, so small they float away with volcanic gases and settle onto the surrounding ice. Researchers have detected gold particles kilometers away from the volcano. And when scientists estimated how much gold Erebus releases, the number surprised everyone. Roughly $6,000 worth of gold, every single day. That means this volcano, sitting at the bottom of the world, is constantly releasing real, measurable value into the atmosphere. So the obvious question is, why isn't anyone collecting it? The answer is simple and strict. The gold particles are incredibly small and widely dispersed, making extraction impractical. But more importantly, Antarctica is protected by international treaties. Mining, commercial resource extraction, and exploitation are banned. No drilling, no mining equipment, no gold rush. Even if someone wanted to collect it, they legally can't. So the gold just keeps drifting into the frozen air, untouched. Which makes Mount Erebus even stranger. A volcano no one can mine. A lava lake surrounded by ice. A mountain that quietly releases fire, gas, and gold. So while Antarctica looks empty and lifeless from the outside, beneath the ice, there's a volcano that has been burning for centuries, silently proving that even the coldest place on Earth can hide something extraordinary. Would you ever expect Antarctica to be breathing fire and gold?